It was a quiet evening in the Thompson household, a scene of normalcy that could have been plucked from any family's life. Dinner dishes were stacked neatly in the sink, the aroma of a home-cooked meal still lingering in the air. The kids, blissfully unaware of the world outside, were sprawled on the living room floor, building towers out of blocks. Bella, their loyal Labrador, lay stretched out by the fireplace, her eyes half closed as she basked in the warmth. Outside, the world seemed equally calm. The stars were beginning to dot the darkening sky, the wind was barely a whisper, and not a single leaf stirred in the trees. It was a moment of peace, a moment where everything seemed perfect. But sometimes, perfection hides the storm that's brewing underneath. Sometimes the stillness is only the precursor to chaos. And on this night, chaos was coming. Bella, the family dog, could feel it, long before anyone else could. Bella wasn't just a pet, she was family. She had been with the Thompsons since she was a floppy-eared puppy, full of energy and mischief. Over the years, she had become a constant presence in their lives, a furry bundle of love and loyalty. She was the one who greeted them at the door every evening with a wagging tail, the one who comforted them during tough times, resting her head on their lap as if to say, "I'm here for you." Bella wasn't just a dog, she was a friend, a protector, and a piece of the family's soul. But Bella had always been more perceptive than most dogs. She had an uncanny ability to sense when something was wrong. If someone in the family was upset, she was the first to know, offering her silent support with those warm, understanding eyes. And tonight, Bella's instincts were on high alert. She wasn't just sensing a bad mood or an off day, she was sensing danger. The kind of danger that no one else could see or hear. The first sign was subtle. Bella, who had been dozing peacefully, suddenly perked up her ears. She sniffed the air, her body tense as if something invisible had caught her attention. Then she stood, pacing the room with soft whimpers that grew louder with each passing second. The family noticed her restlessness but didn't think much of it at first. "What's wrong, girl?" Dad asked, scratching behind her ears. Bella didn't respond the way she usually would. Instead, she pulled away, her focus locked on something no one else could perceive. As the minutes ticked by, Bella's unease became impossible to ignore. She began barking, not the playful, excited bark they were used to, but a sharp, urgent sound that filled the room with tension. She moved toward the front door, scratching at it with her paws, glancing back at the family as if to say, "Follow me, now." The kids giggled nervously, but Mom frowned. "This isn't like her," she murmured, watching Bella's every move. Bella's behavior only escalated. She tugged at Dad's pant leg, barked louder, and circled the children, nudging them gently but firmly toward the door. Her movements were frantic, almost desperate. The Thompsons exchanged uneasy glances. What was Bella trying to tell them? Outside, the night was eerily calm. There was no sound of wind, no distant rumble of thunder, nothing that might explain Bella's actions. But she wouldn't let up. Her eyes, usually so soft and comforting, were wide with urgency. Mom hesitated, then reached for her coat. "I think we should listen to her," she said, her voice tinged with worry. Dad looked skeptical, but nodded. "All right, let's see what's got her so worked up." As they opened the door, Bella shot outside, barking into the quiet night as if trying to warn the world. The family followed, huddled together on the lawn, unsure of what to expect. And then, the ground began to move. The earthquake started as a low, almost imperceptible vibration beneath their feet. Then, in an instant, it erupted into a violent shaking that threw the world into chaos. The sound was deafening, a roar of cracking earth, falling debris, and shattering glass. The family clung to one another, their breaths caught in their throats as they watched their home, their sanctuary, tremble and break under the quake's force. Bella stood firm beside them, her barking silenced as she kept a watchful eye on her family. In the midst of the destruction, she was their anchor, a steady presence in the chaos. The Thompsons couldn't believe what they were seeing. Their home, the place where so many memories had been made, was crumbling before their eyes. But they were safe. They were alive. And it was all because Bella had known. When the shaking finally stopped, the family looked around in stunned silence. Their home was damaged, windows shattered, walls cracked, furniture overturned. But that didn't matter. What mattered was that they were all standing together, unharmed, Tears streamed down Mom's face as she knelt beside Bella, wrapping her arms around the dog who had just saved their lives. "You knew," she whispered, her voice breaking. "You knew something was coming." Bella licked her face gently, as if to reassure her that everything would be all right. The children joined the embrace, their small hands stroking Bella's fur. In that moment, they realized that Bella wasn't just their pet, she was their protector, their hero. Scientists have long studied the remarkable ability of animals to detect natural disasters before they happen. Dogs, in particular, are known for their heightened senses. They can pick up on subtle changes in vibrations, shifts in air pressure, and even electromagnetic signals that humans are completely unaware of. Bella had sensed the earthquake before it struck, and her instincts had driven her to act. But what made Bella's actions truly extraordinary wasn't just her sensitivity, it was her determination. She didn't just sense the danger, she understood the need to warn her family. It was a testament to the deep bond between humans and animals, a bond built on trust, love, and an unspoken understanding. In the days that followed, Bella became the talk of the neighborhood. The Thompsons shared their story with friends, neighbors, and even local news outlets, who marveled at Bella's bravery. She was showered with treats, belly rubs, and endless gratitude. For the Thompsons, Bella was more than a dog. She was a miracle. She had given them the greatest gift anyone could give, the gift of life. Looking back, the Thompsons realized just how much Bella had taught them. She reminded them of the importance of paying attention, of trusting the ones who care for us, even when we don't understand their actions. Bella's warning, her persistence, her love, these were the things that saved them. She had proven that sometimes the most extraordinary heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they have wagging tails and warm, trusting eyes. Bella's story is one of loyalty, love, and instinct. It's a reminder of the incredible bond we share with our animal companions, a bond that can sometimes save lives. What would you do if your pet tried to warn you about danger? Would you listen? Share your thoughts and tell us, has your furry friend ever done something extraordinary? Let Bella's story inspire us all to pay closer attention to the silent heroes in our lives.